Yo, 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 yo. Let's see here. Oh, there we go.
Oh my God. How long is this one
What
gonna
the
go?
fuck is going on with
We
this
gotta go
world?
another 2 hours now. I'm gonna see that as soon as you go live. Oh, we are live.
we are live. We are welcome back. Iceman's first in the chat. Thanks to Ice for a big
Iceman.
notification. Holy shit! Well, talk about wasting the hot air tonight.
Dude, Iceman.
I just blew
not
3 hours
lying.
of my fucking life, and then all of a sudden we're just like, when are they going to reverse this? When are they going to reverse this? When are they going to reverse it? And then they fucking reverse it the minute we get off the air.
Oh,
Fuck
wow.
these
Let's see.
guys.
Aaron
Iceman,
Greenberg.
that was in the clutch, dude.
Wow. Okay, let's see here. Aaron Greenberg just says no change X with like gold pricing, free to play games unlocked. Okay, let's see what he got to say here in this article. Boy, that was fucking quick. Yeah, this came down late. We messed up today, and you were right to let us know. Connecting and playing with friends is a vital part of gaming. We failed to meet the expectations of players who count on it every day. As a result, we decided not to change Xbox Live Gold pricing. We're turning this moment into an opportunity to bring Xbox Live more in line with how we see the player at the center of their experience. For free-to-play games, you will no longer need an Xbox Live Gold membership to play those games on Xbox. Woo! We are working hard to deliver this change as soon as possible in the coming months. If you are an Xbox Live Gold member already, you stay at your current price for renewal. New and existing members can continue to enjoy Xbox Live Gold for the same prices they pay today. In the U.S. is $9.99 for a month, $24.99 3, $39.90 for 6, and $59.99 for retail 12. Thank you. Wow.
I'm tweeting it out right now. Xbox just went from 0 to hero. Like, dang,
Well, purposely planned.
Like, what is this? Like a
we gotta
Just
talk
Eating
about
moment?
that now.
You're like a fucking idiot. Oh my God.
No. I'm not. You know what? I'm not happy with this. You know what? And I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'm happy that they did this, but at the same time, I gotta tell you, it's look. What the fuck is this? Just kidding. We're just gonna get everybody worked up for no fucking reason. Just kidding.
That's right, Iceman. I said, Noob, turn it back on. I said, turn it back on. I'm serious.
Yeah, I don't think there's a button for just reigniting. Got to start a new podcast. I think at least that's how I know it. Oh my God, what's going on, Juan Castillo, Michael L. Robinson, and Deck? Holy, what a turn of
just
events!
The tip, eh? That's the Microsoft version of just the tip, just for a second.
How
Don't
many
worry.
can we get
Just
the second time around? On
All right, so obviously after spilling the beans, all three of us for the better part of pretty much 2 hours, obviously is a huge fucking drawback. My Iceman leaves $4.99 super chat. You guys rock. Thank you, Iceman. Appreciate it. But guys, like, how do you feel now? I mean, obviously, I could talk all night probably on this now in a better sense. Thank God.
Oh my God, Noof's prayers have been answered.
No. I'm not fucking happy about. No. I mean, I am happy about.
There's
it.
always that one guy.
Your hair won't grow back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, the hair won't grow back on me. But you know what? I'm happy about it. But at the same time, I'm not happy about how fast they fucking turn it around. That's fucking cowardly. They know that they fucked up from the beginning, so they never should have fucking done it in the first place. Like it's like slapping someone in the back of the head, knowing that you're gonna get fucking hit back.
This is crazy.
What the fuck?
Mike Ibarra just tweeted, "Way to go, Xbox."
Yeah, way to go, Xbox. Like, okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm angry right now.
I cannot believe this, man. This is unprecedented. This is why I love Xbox.
You do a Mikey Barra impression, do you not?
Mine, it sounds like Kermit the Frog.
Well, no, I think it is me that did that. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So go for it, brother. Mikey Barra, what do you think about this situation?
Well, guys, today's news that came down was really disappointing, and being a guy who was behind the Xbox seats for so long, I was really upset when I saw this news. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, but I was so fantastically they turned it around. I even had to call them out on it. I was like, guys, what are you doing? Like, this is not good look for the company. We expect more from Xbox, and that's exactly what they did. They came out big time, though. I mean, holy, talk about a 360 reversal here. This was a nuts. Aaron Greenberg straightening it out and said that things are good. prices are going to stay the same. But even better, those free-to-play games that we've wanted for all these years are now legitimately going to be free to play behind no paywall. So great on Microsoft, at least for changing that decision, because it was looking like an absolute PR disaster.
This is crazy. We're turning this moment into an opportunity. I have never, ever read anything like that from Sony, ever. Like, all right, if you have, send it my way. But my God, they just proved me wrong, and I'm so happy about it, because you know what? Now I can be happy for everybody. We can be happy for Noofs, freaking ass. We can, you know, everything's good.
I just like Noof's about here to fucking do some major Newfonomics here if they show get their shit together.
I love it when everyone's happy, man.
No, you know what? I'm not happy. Hold on a second. All of a sudden, hold on a second for 2 seconds here. By the way, I got a couple of people in the chat who saying it's nice to see Mag in the flesh. Yeah, you see Mag in the flesh, and you're gonna see more flesh later. But anyway, that's after dark. But anyhow, let me tell you something. All of a sudden, Microsoft fucking backpedals. Okay, 2 fucking seconds they backpedal, and all of a sudden, you guys are slobbering on that dick. No.
I know Noof is, man. Noof just swallowed a bunch.
I can't even do it with a straight face. I'm personally hurt.
Oh, God.
I'm hurt and offended. And I need a safe space right now. I need a safe space because I don't like this immediate reversal. I like to be offended for a long period of time.
All right.
And,
well, Mag, tweet it to Xbox and maybe they'll do something for you. Who knows?
I've spoken to Phil Spencer personally, and I might speak to him about this. I say I'm hurt and offended, and I don't feel that. I think that we're just friends now.
If there's one thing we guys can all agree on here that we got to be happy for, look at the power of gamers. The power that we have.
Man. It's the power of bitching.
Power of fucking calling shit out and fucking making it heard, because they thought maybe this was gonna fly under the radar and nobody would have given 2 fucking shits, but boy, did they find out that was wrong.
1 in the chat if your mind is blown. 2 if you saw it coming.
Nope.
3 if you think 3 if you think that Titan is blowing Xbox a little bit too hard right now. You're jumping back to the X way too fast, man.
Man, I never left the damn boat.
You gotta make them work for it. Come on, man. You can't just jump back to the X like that.
Clean out the earwax in those ears, man. I think that bald head is you know, it's sweating or something. It's collecting in those ears. Because hey, let's not forget, I was like, I'm the one that's like, hey, this is how blown out of proportion. It is what it is. You know, I feel for those.
It's just all for fucking show. Come on, man. We're just fucking around.
Watch the podcasters go nuts. Let's set their arses on fire for half of a day and say fuck it.
Hey, you know what though? I will say one thing. We're probably the only podcast right now that's actually reacting to it live, because the rest of those pussies are probably sleeping.
Yeah.
We not only reacted to it live, but we did it twice.
And you two guys will be fucking divorced. Divorced shows are going to be divorced.
Are you crazy? My wife's getting me more wine. She's getting me more wine right now. We're gonna keep fucking going. I don't give a shit. She's gonna do it.
I can stay here until morning. I'm good. It's Friday night.
Anyway,
so for Sathius in the chat, so what did Microsoft go back? Yes, was apparently the article was just released from Aaron Greenberg. Jeff Keighley led on to it, so that was quick. Yes, they're not going to change the pricing of gold. And the best part of this is the games that are free to play, or should have been always free to play, are going to be free to play here very soon.
Okay, so the point is this: why did they even go about this experiment, so to speak? Like, did they just try to throw it out there to see what would happen? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, did they
was this their plan all along?
I think they were just playing the game and just saying, okay, let's just throw it out there. It's kind of like fucking fishing, right? You throw your rod out there, you fucking throw the bobber. The bobber's just doing its thing. But all right, let's just see what happens.
Dude, they're fucking with gamers so hard right now, Mag. Dude, they're like playing with the PlayStation fans at this point. They're like, oh, let's just leave it out there for a day. Let's see what they come out, and then let's smash them. They're like having fun with them at this point.
I don't know. Like, why? Like, we just fucking did a 2.5 hour fucking podcast for shits and giggles, and like, we're just like, they fucking. Hey, you know what? Fisherman's terms. They got us hook, line, and fucking sinker. Okay, they got us right into this shit. But you know what? At the same time, like, think about it for 2 seconds. Maybe they just wanted to test the waters and just say, "Hey, guys, let's see what the fuck happens." And clearly, they got exactly. Well, boys, as predicted. Chef Trouble showed up. Chef Trouble showed up with more wine.
Nice.
But anyhow, in all seriousness, maybe they were trying to test the waters and just wanted to see what the fuck was going to happen. And that's really fucking ballsy of them because, I mean, why else would you fucking do this? Have this whole fucking fiasco and all this PR fiasco, and then all of a sudden just to try to see what would happen? That's madness.
Well,
Why
it's
would you
not
do
like
that?
they didn't just go back on what they just did over the last day. They went back on everything. They're making it actually free to play. They're like, going on about what
Is
what-
this the? Go ahead, Titan. Go ahead.
I'm just
Sorry.
saying they're going on about what everyone had been complaining about all this time, right? I wasn't the one complaining about it, but there was a group that was literally genuinely pissed about games not being free to play in this gold quote unquote paywall.
Look, the news was so devastating today. Mag's cat fucking shrunk.
That's a hairless blue sphinx, by the way.
Yes, I know it looks
So, you
awesome.
know, very rare.
Yes.
Does your cat make you feel better
cute.
about your hair, Mac?
Hey, kitty.
Check it out.
Aw.
He sits on me like a fucking parrot. There you go.
Aw.
Yeah, he crawls around
Yeah.
all over the place. It's fucking
Great.
hilarious. But
Did you say this has
anyways,
been the biggest turnaround since fucking Darth Vader looked at Luke and threw the Emperor in the fucking pit? Because that's what it feels like to me. It's like,
yeah,
join
well,
the
you
dark
know,
side, and then like Luke, I will, save you. Jesus.
yeah, it turned into it's just like embrace the dark side, and then all of a sudden he's like, just kidding, I'm gonna throw the Emperor in the fucking pit. It's just like it's fucking insanity.
Goddamn.
Duke, you gotta
I'm not celebrating. I'm not celebrating. I want to be the hard to get bitch that you fucked over. Okay. And now you need to earn my pussy back. That's the way
All
I'm
right.
looking at it. Right
Well,
now.
hey, well, you think about more ways to complain. Noof, I want to hear what's going through your head right now, dude. Because all right, you have literally just had to just been in hot water. Now you just been dumped in the cold water. Like, what's going on, man?
Iceman, you nailed it.
Dude, well, let's get to Iceman first. $4.99 to Super Jim Mag. It's like you said, it's crossed the wrong plate. Indeed. Man, Titan, to be honest with you right now, the sense of jubilation, the relief, it's almost bringing a tear to my eye. I kid you not.
That's
I know that sounds terrible, but this is a brand that I have lived for over 20 years. I mean, since the original Xbox. I mean, Xbox is home to me. It's not just the console plastic box. It's home. The franchises, Gears brought me back to gaming. Halo was one of the big reasons I bought an Xbox. The franchises, right down to the little things with how their corporate guys interact with their customer base is something that's unprecedented and second to none. And this just makes me feel like, while they made a really stupid decision and I can't condone what they did, at least they're listening. They went back. Like I said, I'm kind of with Mag. I'm still a little bit mad, but at the same time, thank God they're listening. They tried to remedy a terrible wrong in my mind. I think they thought they knew what they were going for and perhaps didn't expect the backlash to be as heavy. Perhaps they just thought the game was the gold guys, the gold subscribers, maybe just didn't give a shit. I don't know. But they have to realize that there's a lot of different gamers in the Xbox ecosystem. And like I said, I know that their big egg in the basket is Game Pass, but not everybody feels the need to subscribe to Game Pass, or do they need to? Like that's just it. It's kind of, but I like to say, man, the amount of relief right now, because I seriously, I'm sitting here the whole day. I'm at work. I'm really in a shitty mood. I was pissed since this morning. I was like, fuck, you know what? This is fucking gonna mean they're gonna make me buy something I don't want to buy. and that was a big problem for me. And now I feel there's a little sense of relief. Like, I'm not against Game Pass, and I'm not saying I never will join that ecosystem, but I want to do it on my time when I feel it's right for me,
and
not
on
because
your terms.
on my terms, not because
not
Microsoft
be strong-armed
forced me.
into the situation.
It was like going in, like I said earlier in the podcast before Mag jumped in. I was talking about the Microsoft store too, how like last year I was devastated that I went in to actually buy a game at the Microsoft fucking store and couldn't find a physical game. They had those stupid cards. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is the Microsoft store, the biggest Xbox platform store, and you don't have physical games in your store. You're selling me cards. It was kind of like that at that point. It was a little bit of a slap to me. It was like, I'm still a paying customer. Why can you not have physical games in your store? Not everybody wants this digital crap you keep shoveling. That's for somebody else. But anyway, I don't want to get off topic, but you know what I'm saying? Like the last couple of years, for every bit of good news on Xbox, it's also been a lot of like little digs and little jabs and little slaps. And it's kind of like, Noof, we know you're out fucking dated, but we're just going to shove you in a goddamn hole and bury you. You know?
I think the proper word for this is vindication, right? If you're an Xbox fan and this came out today, boy, the trolls have been out in force today. And like I said, I've seen it all on Twitter, man. Just vindication, man. Like literally, like how good do you feel to be an Xbox gamer right now? To know that in the same day they throw out some, this half-ass plan or whatever you want to call it. And then within the same day, they not only reverse their decision, but give us give us the free, they took the paywall down. It's insane. Yeah, Sim, they literally reversed it.
That's insane.
It to me, it still feels like it was an experiment. Like, why the fuck would you do this? Like, why would you go that deep into raising the price, not breaking down the free to play game wall, the free to play wall, the whole fucking 9 yards, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you just say, "Fuck it, we just dropped everything. That's it. It's done. It's over. It's over." It's like that kid from the fucking third Matrix movie. He shows up. He's like, "The war's over. It's over. The war's over." And I'm
Sim, it was
in 8 hours. Come on, man. Like, you knew you fucked up hard. So I still want to hold somebody accountable for this. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, this is just me.
All right, so you wanna hang the person with the noose that tried to put it through.
Because of course I want to hang somebody out to dry. Because at the same time, you know what? If someone thought this was a good fucking idea, someone got fired today.
Oh, you're right. That's a good one.
Someone got fired today. I want to know who got fucking fired today. I want to know who got fired today, because you know what? I think it was Ice Cold or one of the guys in the chat. You said something about it. He goes, cross the wrong plate, just like Meg said. Yeah, you're fucking right. Cross the wrong fucking plate. But like, to allow this to even come out to the public is still, to me, okay. This is vindication. I understand that. I understand it. But to me, it's still a problem that it's still got that far. You know what I'm saying? Like, it still got that far that it actually made it out to a fucking media outlet. And that's where I have a problem. You need to have more control on the inside, is what I'm trying to say. Before you open your fucking mouth, okay, make sure you got all your ducks in a row. You fucking make sure you got all your situation under control. Shut your fucking mouth before you release anything out to the public. Let this be a warning. Okay, let this be a public relations warning to all these corporations going forward, is that before you make a decision, make sure it's the fucking right decision. And that's something that I'll actually praise Sony for once. Okay, I'll praise Sony for once. Hands up in the air. I'll praise Sony for this. Sony doesn't open their fucking, well, on the odd occasion that, Jim Ryan decides to fucking let his lips loose like a fucking $5 hooker. But at the same time, okay, Sony does not open their fucking mouth until the product is out. How many times did Uncharted 4 get delayed? 4 times? 4 fucking times. Okay, Uncharted got delayed. They didn't say a goddamn word. They didn't have a dev show up on the screen going, so, today,
We got we went from 720p to 1080p, and hopefully in the next few weeks it's going to get better.
They didn't say fuck all. They shut their fucking mouths and they just said it's delayed. And then all of a sudden they released the game, and the game was fucking magnificent. Okay, that's what Microsoft needs to do and learn from. So if they have stupid ideas like they just did, and we had a 2-hour podcast about it, okay,
Oh boy, they
Then
heard it
guess
loud
what?
and clear today. They
Right,
heard it loud
so-
and clear. Here's Phil Spencer 11 minutes ago. Apologies for the angst and emotion this caused today for our customers. As always, we appreciate the feedback. This is a good learning opportunity for us, and we will learn from it.
right. So how about you learn before you open your mouth? You see
Think
what I'm
before
getting
you
at?
speak.
You know
Why
what?
don't
There's
you
so
learn before you
props to-
open your fucking mouth.
There's
Just
so many props to
shut
be
up.
handed out though right now. There really is. Like, and one of it's to Iceman, because Sim at the end of our last podcast, I'm reading the chat, and we had a pretty long outro for an impromptu show, and Iceman's like, "Dude, breaking news! Check Twitter now, please." And I'm like, "Why is he saying that?" I'm like, "Noof." And then we're like closing it down as I'm like reading the chat. And he's like, "I'm
Turn
like,
it back up.
yeah, I'm like, turn it back on, dude." Man,
like you see what I'm saying though. Shut the fuck up until you have something solid.
Mm.
If you have an idea, if you have a thought, if you have something, you know what? You're a $1 trillion corporation. What you need to do is create a situation and say, okay, I have an idea. Let's play it out in the imaginary world, and let's just see what you think the fans are going to say. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, play it out. And then you say, well, 60% of people are going to be really pissed off by what you say. Then you know what you do? You fucking back off and say, maybe we won't release this to Twitter.
Or reach out to the guys like Randolph Thor,
Like
the guys who are like
Rand,
the backbone of Xbox, who basically, represent the hardcore of your brand, and say, what do you think, guys, if we did? I know that was, that's kind of like because of the privacy thing and stuff like that, but you reached out a couple of these guys and said, we just tinkering with some ideas. What do you think? Yes or no? What, like before it goes kind of public, that sort of thing. It's fucking crazy.
swooped it out of the rug under us. Zoinks! How about that, boy? Distracted.
Everybody in the chat, I assume that everybody in the chat, you're all pretty excited about this news, or at least it's a sense of relief. Alex Coronel drops $5 in the super chat. All I know is Noof is smoking a cigarette of satisfaction after he spilled his rage all over Twitter and YouTube. Yeah, you can forget the last podcast even existed now, guys. Night's over.
Yeah, just erase it because I was wrong on there, so I'm okay with erasing it.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm all like, I don't see him reversing this, and like, hey, I'd love to be wrong about something like
Thank
this.
God for social media. Could you imagine back in the day before all this social media, if we got news like this, we'd be festering over it for weeks before we found out the news was reversed?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Goddamn. Where'd Mag go?
What an exciting day to be a gamer, man, especially an
Mag is here.
gamer. What an exciting day. Gosh, what a good day, man. What a fantastic. Me and my wife got
This is the most stressful day I've had like in the last 2 weeks.
Noofs too.
Fucking it goes from negative to positive to negative to positive. Like, fuck off. Like, can't I just have a normal day? And just drink some wine?
I know. That's legitimate, like fucking getting kicked in the balls and having an orgasm 5 minutes later. What the fuck?
Exactly. Thank you, Noof. Noof gets it.
Or it's like your wife is amazing and she's getting you champagne, and all of a sudden, that time of the month comes around.
Yeah, well, that doesn't happen. My wife's been bringing me wine the whole night.
Oh God. Oh Jesus. Well, man, like old Sim is down in Newfoundland and Labrador. What's going on, Simmer? He's up fucking late, but that's pretty cool. And to see all these people come back, almost up to 50 again.
Crazy, all the people that came back.
You're like, what the hell?
Guys,
really
shout out to the
MVP.
fucking chat, eh?
Jeez,
Shout out to all
I know.
47 of you people right now that showed up, and 25 likes on top of that. After we did a 2-hour podcast, we fucked off for the night and then just said, fuck you, we're coming back, baby. And then came back, and then 47 more people showed up in the chat. That's fucking amazing.
Hell yeah.
I know. Eh?
That's
They did MV fucking P's right there, baby. Like, honest the best. Best
MVPs,
fucking
all
chat.
of them.
Jack, Born Distracted, Sim, Cyber Gunter, Iceman, Drew Zim, Marlesco. Fuck, man, you guys are awesome. Matt
It
RC
really is
came
nice
back.
being surrounded by,
Yeah.
50 something just fucking gamers, man. To
Exactly,
come
man.
around, like, this is big news for all of us, and like, it's awesome to be here, man. I love doing this. I impromptu, man, and I think
See,
I saw someone say that we should switch to Friday nights. I don't know about that. Maybe that's what we're talking about.
It's always an option, but we'd have to see
Friday
how the
night at
panel
7
feels.
p.m.
Says what the
We
panel
wouldn't be
feels.
interrupting anybody, would we?
Fuck.
Nah, I don't know who does podcast on Friday. I mean, I know Mooch and them are usually wrapped up by 7. I think.
Maybe 7 your time.
Oh yeah, they're 7 my time. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
they
We'll
started-
see. We'll see. We'll talk about it. We'll talk.
I don't know. We'll talk about it.
5:30 in the morning, Marlesco there. Jesus, that's a wake up call. Hey, coming into our podcast, get the good news, the bad news. He's like, "Fuck, I'm gonna get drunk."
5:30 a.m. Marlesco, wake up, motherfucker! You got shit to do today. Come on, be productive.
Yeah, Gaming Cerebral Paul's in the house. What's going on, Cerebral? Simp Army. Brian Bocelli came back. Arnold
that's
Fart
my
let
boy.
him go.
Cerebral, I saw you playing fucking Cold War today, dude. Hit me up if you want to play zombies, by the way. I am literally one step from getting that Easter egg on solo, but I need some help. So if anybody wants to help me out with Cold War zombies, hit me up, eh?
Dude, how much would you have loved to been a fly on the wall in whatever, Zoom chat or whatever they're in, when they're like, guys, are you seeing this, the reaction that Twitter is having and these podcasts? Like, they've already made like 25 videos, and
I bet you Phil and them
Oh
were
my
on
God.
Skype calls to each other and we're just like, dudes, we better come up with something quick because fucking the House of Xbox is on fire right now.
Phil was like, you guys, you cunts better fucking reverse this shit right now. Hey, I don't have no call of this.
I got a question for you guys. Yeah, if you just theoretically, if you think the roles are reversed and this was a Sony deal, do you think Sony would have even come back and reversed something like this?
No, Sony's a bigger cunts than anybody else in the fucking business.
one in the
I
chat
praise-
if you don't think Sony would do it too, if you think
Sony
they
would fucking do no. They wouldn't reverse anything. Let me tell you something. Sony gives out an excellent product. Okay, they have a premium product. I got to give it to them. You got to give it to them. Okay, the products are excellent. Their exclusives are excellent. Even the PS5. I have the PS5 right now, sitting right over there right now, staring at me right now. The PS5 digital, excellent console. However, would they ever reverse any decision they ever make? Not a fucking chance. Not a fucking chance. That's like fucking what's his name from Ghost of Tsushima backing down from a fucking fight. It's never gonna fucking happen.
Yeah.
It's never gonna happen. He's gonna stare you down and he's gonna cut you. Okay? Because that's what they do. The Japanese do not back down, and they offer a premium product. I got to give it to them. Like I said, you got to give it to them. They offer a premium product, and they will not back down. They will make you pay $80 fucking dollars, no matter what anybody says. Okay, everybody's like, oh, eventually Sony's gonna have day and date with on PS Now with Game Pass. No, they fucking won't. It's never going to happen. They're going to charge full price for their games forever, just like Nintendo. And they're going to do it with a smile on their face and boldness in their eyes. That's the way I see the fucking Sony's going to do. And they would never back down from a deal like this. If Sony ever... Sorry?
Oh, Mikey Barr's on standby here.
Oh, Mikey Barr. Mike, what would you think about this, my friend? Mike, glad to see you here in the podcast.
Let me tell you guys, what Microsoft did there was absolutely unbelievable. This is some kind of, Nintendo genius kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? But look, if Sony had to pull the same thing, if they had went the same route as these guys, I'm telling you, what Sony would have done is said, we've got your money. Now we're going to charge you an extra fucking $1 because you guys bitched and complained. So that's what they did. But anyway, great that Microsoft and the guys over at that team came back and remedied the situation. Because man, boy, it was looking really, really bad there for a few minutes, and man, they came back big time. Like you see the positivity now, and how everybody's just absolutely ecstatic and loving it. And I think we put the fires out, guys. Sometimes it takes a little bit of bitching. We all know about that. Hey, that's how our wives get us to do stuff. They just bitch at us, right? So we all, you know how that goes.
Wow, it's cool. Spoke at our wallets. Yes, we didn't even have to get the wallets out, but boy, yes, they heard us loud and clear. Thank God Microsoft did something fucking smart here, because boy, wasn't that a good look. I'm sorry, it was not a good look.
Dude, like my Twitter just crashed trying to look at this post. It's like getting like liked and like so much shit is happening. It just crashed my Twitter, man.
Twitter's fucking crashes on fire. Is it even trending right now? Is Xbox even trending at the moment, I wonder?
I don't know.
There you go.
Man, Lucas going off.
Paris, one of the big supporters of Xbox. You obviously know who he is. If you guys don't, Paris Vicious696 on Twitter. He said this was 100% the right thing to do by admitting a mistake and quickly correcting it, plus removing the Xbox Live Gold requirement for free to play. Good on the leadership for listening to the community. So there you have it. Community spoke up loud and clear today, and that's what we do, right? When something we know just stinks, and we said, and Mag said on our podcast earlier, when guys like Rand and Jez, stalwart Xbox guys speak up and say this stinks, this is not a good look. Right off the bat that you can't damage control that shit. You can't be like, my head is so far up the fucking corporate ass that I can't see how this doesn't affect at least a portion of the base. So good on them. So
this had to be planned out, man. It had to be. Not only did they just reverse their decision, but they went one step further. Why the hell would they even go one step further? That's my question.
So why even bother with the announcement in the first place?
They look like white knights now, man. They look so good. Like Xbox has done this a lot lately. Let's look back at the history right now.
Come on, man. It's like punching someone in the face and then just going, just kidding.
Well, that's one way to look at it.
Why did they fucking can you get to the root of the problem? You see what I'm getting at?
Because you can't make two shows out of without doing that. You can't make two gaming impromptus without doing it.
So basically they were going, well, Noof's got to do 2 shows today. So, Phil's talking to Matt Booty going, Noof's got to do 2 shows tonight, so we're going to release one statement. Noof's going to be pissed off. He's going to do that show. Then Mag's going to jump on. Then Titan's going to jump on. And then at the right moment, you guys flash me 2 times with a flashlight in my bedroom window, and then I'm going to reverse the decision. And then they're going to have a second podcast where they get some.
Do it right at the end of the show, too. Don't forget that part. Do it right at the end of their show.
Yeah, exactly. Right at the end of the show. And then that's where Matt Booty takes his flashlight and then he flashes it in the window of Phil Spencer. And Phil Spencer goes, oh my God, the podcast is done. Okay, guys, everybody, reverse the decisions really quick. We gotta get Noof back on the air, and we gotta get some more super chats in there.
I swear to God. Dude, I swear to God.
Insane.
I swear to God, dude, they are targeting Xbox hater trolls. Like,
come on,
that's
man.
My new
madness.
That's my new thing.
This whole night is in fucking insanity.
No, man. Let's forget it. Everything that these toxic trolls have hated Xbox for, within the past year, Xbox has been like, boom, get slammed. Boom, get slammed. They released this in. It was like a trap, and they fell for it. All these people hating on Xbox today literally fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker.
Now, what the fuck are we going to talk about on Tuesday now? Okay, we've been talking for 3 fucking hours tonight. What the hell's going to show? What's going to happen on Tuesday? We're going to be like, hey, what's up?
We're going to sum it up in like a sentence. They canceled, and then they
it's going to be like, hey, what's up?
Canceled.
Be like, oh, I had chicken burritos tonight, and then had a glass of wine, and then we watched an episode of Mandalorian and
Man, we should do like a
WandaVision,
Saturday
and then,
night
then
live
I just
skit
hung
like
out.
this.
What'd you do? That's
should
going
do
to be the podcast. That's
We
the
should-
podcast now.
No, man, do a Saturday night live skit.
WandaVision.
I'm telling you,
By the
do
way,
a Saturday
WandaVision's
night
great.
live skit.
I hope nobody, I was pretty pissed off and all that, I gotta say, but I hope nobody threw their Xboxes out the window over the news earlier.
Nobody threw their Xboxes out the goddamn window. Come on.
Hey, there's always that one guy.
That's right. There is always one.
You hear me going? up
Newt
the
is only
stairs?
saying that because he was thinking about it.
I'm waiting for Cerebral Paul to do something extreme. He usually gets pretty angry. Cerebral Paul, I see you in the chat, buddy. He usually gets pretty. Oh, by the way, he just shouted out WandaVision as well. By the way, if you guys haven't watched WandaVision, oh my god, y'all got to get on that shit really quick.
God damn.
It's fucking
What
phenomenal.
a night, though, boys. Jesus, this was
Oh. This is fucking like the Academy Awards of like video games right now.
That was fucking cool, man. That was one. That's one. This is one of the coolest things that has ever happened, man. Like everyone's all pissed and moaning and bitching, and then like boom, like same day, like we hear you, we got your back. We're not only gonna take this away, we're gonna do one better. Fucking God, it's awesome to be an Xbox gamer. And oh my God, the toxic trolls out there right now. Noof, you better be ready for all kinds of reading.
Coming. They're coming.
You're gonna have to read some paragraphs in the comments of this one, boy.
And you know what? The worst part is I put the Vaseline on, took it twice up the trench, and all for nothing now. Jeez.
Well, you took it for something. I mean,
Iceman said Dreamcast can wait now. That's right.
Oh, well, Buzz, I don't know. If you want to continue on, I mean, I really don't have much more to say. I'm almost speechless, to be honest with you,
I
because
got nothing to say. We've been talking for 3 fucking hours. What the fuck are we gonna say? I gotta piss. I gotta piss. That's what I gotta do now.
He definitely has a piss. Yes. Oh my
You know,
God,
guys, this has been an awesome impromptu show, and then a second impromptu show.
Well, here you go, Freddie Fox. Look, I won't apologize for how I acted early because I feel that I was definitely in the right. And you know what?
Exactly, yeah.
But thank you for reversing the decision. I'm not going to apologize for something that I felt I did was right, but I will say thank you for doing the right fucking thing, reversing it. I think everybody in this room, Xbox Live Gold subscriber or Game Pass subscriber or not, feels that Microsoft did the right thing here. And fucking by finally getting off their ass and making the free-to-play games actually free, that's only a boom for their consoles. That's only going to drive more people into the ecosystem because now we can get rid of that stupid fucking argument that when you're paying for your subscriptions now, well, hey, no longer do you need the fucking paywall to play games that developers had intended to be free to play. So now they're on an even fucking keel. Am I kind of correct on that?
Yep, absolutely. 100%. And by the way, Anthony Chipmunk, you just heard about this? Well, guess what? You got 3 hours of podcasting to listen to, buddy. 3 hours of podcasting to listen to catch up on what we're just talking about right now. But anyway,
we'll either gain subscribers or lose a bunch after tonight. Is this what Gaming After Dark is every week? Because the guys go on a rant and then come back and be like, I don't know. Mag must be getting kind of drunk. How many wine glasses are you in right now?
I'm 3 bottles deep now.
God damn.
You know what? One of you guys needs to tweet out.
Wine.
One of you guys needs to tweet out tonight the power of the impromptu podcast. All right.
Yes.
You know what? It's been wonderful. And you know what? Honest to God, like the chat's been amazing. The fact that we went off the air, came back, and there's still, as it stands right now, 52 people watching live. That's fucking unbelievable. That means that 52 people logged off.
That's right.
And went to bed for the night and just said, fuck it, I'm just going to bed. And then all of a sudden they got another notification going, yeah, we're back, bitch. And then all of a sudden they fucking came back. And not only did they come back, they actually started hitting up super chats. You guys are fucking unbelievable. Like, if I had more room here.
Can you imagine when these guys crawling in bed next to their old lady? Like, I was just watching podcasts over 2 hours long, and all of a sudden, they're back on. I'll see you later.
And yes, Cerebral Paul, 3 bottles of red wine. I'm Italian. Okay, I'm like a fucking like an X-Men mutant. I could just take red wine and just keep going like normal. Look at that.
Let me know if you guys in the chat were like more surprised that we jumped back online than we were surprised to like read Iceman's statement, like, and look back on Twitter and be like, what are we reading right now? They reversed this. Mind's blown everywhere.
Yeah, like, but like it begs the question. Like, I'm not going to get into it again because, you know, we're kind of tying it up for the night and everything else. But at the same time, it begs the question: why even put it out there in the first place if you're going to reverse the decision this quickly?
Mag's gonna just hear that all night sleep. He's not gonna be able to sleep.
You tell me this too. This is another. I'm not the only guy in this boat. This guys in this chat, you guys as well. But what kind of fan can Microsoft ill afford to lose? Is it I mean, they don't want to lose any customers. I get that, right? Everybody is important. But is it less important for them to lose that little shit dick that fucking picks up a console to play the one fucking game and never spends a goddamn dime in the ecosystem? Or lose a guy who's a podcast influencer, to lose a guy that's been in the ecosystem for fucking since what, 2001 when the first console come out and spends thousands of dollars on their shit, their shirts, their caps, their fucking games. This is what I'm saying. Like, you can't ignore people like us, because I know we might be the hardcore guys that buy a shit ton of games are the minority, but we fucking buy their shit. We're the guys who push their platforms. It's not the average gamer buying Series X's right now. This thing isn't sold out if it's not for guys like Mag and Titan and me and the people in this chat. And that's what you never forget. We're the guys who build this fucking platform for the little dipshits that want to play their fucking their free-to-play games. Without us caving the way for beta testing their fucking shit, even though collectively we're not beta testers, but we basically do. We buy their shit day one and have to bear through all the crap. But we are the ones who push the platforms. If it's not for us, this shit doesn't get done. If it's not for us tonight, this decision probably did not get overturned. Facts.
Right.
I bet anyone right now, Mag's going to be in bed at the middle of the night. It's going to be all comfy and cozy, sleeping in his bed next to his wife. All of a sudden, wake up in the middle of the night. Why'd they do it? I got it out.
You know, the thing is, honestly, it's eating away at me. Why would you even fucking bother going through this whole PR nightmare just to fucking reverse it 10 hours later? Like, what was the point of all that? Why couldn't they have stopped it at the 11th hour? Okay, at the 11th hour, just like World War II, you know, like when they're like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to invade this country, we're going to do that. And then all of a sudden, at the 11th hour, all of a sudden, you know, they come in and they're like, no, we're not doing that. Why the fuck was somebody not there to just stop this and just completely, you know what I'm saying? Like, completely shut this situation down.
Feel sorry for
it never happened to begin with. And we didn't have to have 3-hour podcast or had to do what I can only assume. The Mooch had the most hardcore, worst Xbox hating podcast that you can possibly imagine, to the point where you actually want to curl up in a ball and die listening to that.
I can literally smell it, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. And you smell what the crap is cooking. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm picturing right now. Okay, why would you even let it get to that point? And that's my problem with the entire situation. Why the fuck would you even let it get to that point? Why wouldn't you let it sit at the boardroom level and say, guys, hey, I got a really great idea. How about if we not fucking talk about this? And then just, that's it. Nobody knows about it. Life carries on. You just check your Twitter, and all of a sudden, like, we have 600 new cases of coronavirus, and we have 22 new deaths, and everything is fine, and everybody's getting vaccinated. And that's the fucking news for the day. If they just left it at that and not say anything, nobody would have even fucking noticed. But you know what they should have done? All of a sudden, a day from now, 2 days from now, 3 days from now, a week from now, all of a sudden, Microsoft comes out and goes, by the way, Xbox Live Gold is now free for all. Free to play games are now free for fucking all. This and that. They would have come out the heroes. And they would have come out like fucking Superman or Homelander or whoever the fuck you worship. Right? They would have come out there with their hands on their hips like this. They would have been fucking great. But instead, they decided to go the fucking back route. They decided to go down the back road. And all of a sudden, what did they have to do? They had to dig themselves out of a fucking grave. So if they had gone about it the right way, they would have come out the heroes. But now what they're doing is the backpedaling. And now they look like fucking idiots.
What?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know,
They look like fucking idiots.
I just yelled uncontrollably.
You know, and the best part too is seeing a guy like Mark Ibarra who had a high reverence with Xbox up until he left. You know, obviously not being held under a corporate banner with those guys. You know, tell it like it is. Like, call him out on it. Like, he did it in his own Twitter. Like, not a good look for you guys. Right? That's awesome.
He did. Mike Ibarra was one of the first to call it out. And then right behind him was Jeff Grubb. And then right behind him was Randall Thor. And then right behind him was Colt Eastwood. And like, and on and on and on and on and on. Why did you let it get to that point? That's what I'm saying. Like, so from a management point of view, why? Like, you're damage controlling your corporation, right? You're dealing with PR, okay? Public relations. We all understand what public relations means, right, folks? Okay? Public relations. When you see something that could cause a problem that could potentially lose you money, you have to stop it. You have to nip it at the bud. You have to stop it before it even gets out to the public. How the fuck did this whole fiasco make it out to the public? I don't understand. I don't understand.
I feel sorry for both of these guys tonight because
feel sorry for who?
You two. You
Dude,
and
I could do this all day. When the topic is this fucking good, when it's this fucking juicy, I could literally stay here all night.
Thank you, Albert G, by the way. Thank you, Albert G.
Here's why I feel sorry for you two. Because let's not forget, I was not affected by this at all. You know, in one night, Noof nearly quit gaming.
Noof, I told my wife the same thing. I told my wife, I said, like, Noof is actually leaving the Xbox ecosystem. And she goes, no, he's not. And I go, honey, read his fucking tweet. And so she read his tweet. And she goes, holy shit, he might actually. So what's going to happen with a community game night? I swear to God, she said that.
It'll be on
she
PlayStation.
Yeah, she goes, what's going to happen with a community game? I'm like, I don't fucking know. And then all of a sudden, you shut like 20 minutes later, all of a sudden, Noof Nukem's on the air. And I'm like, well, I guess he'll explain to you, honey, because he's on the air.
No, man, you better believe it. You better believe Noof was shook to the absolute core tonight, right? And Mag's over there. Mag's gonna have nightmares. He's literally getting an ulcer from all this. That's why I feel sorry for you two.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Like I've said to you guys, look, I won't rule out Game Pass, but it'll come when I'm fucking damn well good and ready, not because I'm forced. That's the bottom line. Everybody preaches options, and as long as options are there for old Noof Nukem, I am a happy camper. But when you start taking them away and going, well, you got option A and you got option fucking A, which one you want? I don't like that fucking shit. I don't, you know,
strong arm tactics are not the way to do it, man.
I don't fucking eat from the buffet if I don't need everything on the buffet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it can be a great fucking deal. Well, yeah, it's better to get all you can eat for $20, but I don't fucking hungry. I just want a goddamn coffee, and I'm not paying $20 for my coffee. See what I'm saying?
You know what? We all make mistakes. Let's not forget that, okay? Everyone. We're all human. And you know what? Xbox, and you gotta give credit where it's due. Microsoft not only said, you know what, we made a mistake, but they also fixed it, right? They looked at other people, the way they were feeling, the way their reactions to it, whether you want to look at this as them coming out and trying to do a sly deal or just testing the waters, all of the theories that, that we've come up with tonight, no matter what you want to say about it, the whole point of this is they really do care about their gamers. There's no way you can dispute that right now. Can anyone dispute that?
No, and I agree with you 100%. But why would you even put this on the fucking table?
I know you can't get over that part. That's why you're having
No,
an ulcer.
I can't understand why would you would even put this on the table to begin with. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, please make this make sense to me. I don't know if that sentence even makes sense, but please make this make sense to me.
Well,
why would they even fucking cause this shitstorm to begin with? Did they do it for fun? No, because they didn't do it for fun. They didn't do it for fun. They did it for a reason. And the reason I think is they did it to test the waters. And that's not fucking cool. Because for the people who have their fingers on the pulse, okay, people who have their fingers on the pulse of the community, they're going to react to this. And now you're antagonizing those fucking people. You're antagonizing the people who pay thousands of dollars a year to play in whatever ecosystem. I don't care if it's Xbox, PlayStation, fucking Nintendo, whatever, right? You're antagonizing that person. So if that was your goal, that's also a fucking L to me.
See, I think they're antagonizing the Xbox haters.
Well, you antagonize the fucking Xbox lovers.
They set a fucking trap for them, man. Trap, hook, line, sinker. They fell for it.
Yeah, well, they pissed me off too because this monopolized my whole fucking night. I could have played. I could have been playing Cold War Zombies right now. Okay, with a couple of fucking community members instead of fucking sitting here.
It's all right. I've had more fun hanging out with you two guys tonight than I probably would have had playing any fucking game on either console.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough, Noob. That was fucking awesome. It was a great night.
What a fucking awesome
I love this. Honest to God, I love this night.
This is our first official GAD impromptu night, and it ended up being 2 podcasts instead of 1. So you literally got a triple time this week. It's fucking awesome.
And by the way, if you look at the hours, we've been on fucking air for almost 4 hours.
Oh. We're starting to run into Flamish territory here now. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. He's like a little bit over the top. Him and Ash and Luca with their fucking podcast. I was on her podcast, and it was like 3 hours deep, and I'm like, yo, I gotta go. And then I left, and then I made dinner for my kids, and I did all this other shit. I cleaned up. I did some laundry. I came back, and her fucking podcast was still going. It was 6 hours.
Oh my god!
I swear to God. And Rand, by the way, I was on the podcast with Rand Althor, and he tapped out at 4 hours. So I was at 3 hours, and I'm like, no, I gotta go, man. So Rand tapped out at 4, and at 6 hours they were still going.
Yeah, Flamish should be like, and now, guys, we're about ready to do the outro, and come back an hour later. I think it's time we cut up and did the outros, guys.
No, I just be like, no, bitch, I gotta fucking go, man. Like, good night.
Fuck. All right, but I suppose we should let everybody get going. Yeah.
Yeah. In all seriousness, I gotta go too, boys. So
yeah. All right, guys. Well, everybody have a great night. We're not going to chat anymore. You know where to find us all. We'll be back again here next Tuesday. Have a great night. Big thanks to everybody that came out to be with us. That's more surprising. It's just we fire this thing fucking back up in a heartbeat, and everybody just pops back on. It's insane, man. Iceman, you rock. Emmanuel A1.
Iceman, you're not going to type anything else in the chat tonight.
Yeah, yeah. He comes back. He's like, "Hey, read Twitter. They're reversing the last reversal."
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, fuck. Thanks, guys. Sim, Deck, everybody that came out, guys, you're amazing. We'll see you guys Tuesday night. I'm sure we'll be chirping a bit about this again on Tuesday because we had some guests as well. So, community game night tomorrow night for those who didn't miss the announcer earlier. It'll be 7 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. The games are Destiny 2 and Battlefront 1. I think you can do private match. I'm not 100% sure, but it'll definitely be Destiny 2. If we can't get enough guys out for a couple of those games, we might switch it up. But hopefully we'll see you there. And have a great night. Big thanks to the Mag for jumping in, whining and dining us all right now. And don't forget Tony Baloney back in fine form next week. Tony Baloney might have to do a follow-up video now that the news has changed. So, and of course, Titan Driver bringing the Common back to sense. So, Titan, how would you break that down, Common back to sense, before you go?
How would I break it down?
How would you break it down tonight? I mean, what you saw here? Like,
All right.
what's the common sense award here tonight kind of deal?
All right. Well, since he tweeted out, I guess I got to give the common sense award to Aaron Greenberg tonight. So just because he was the one that tweeted it out, we don't know enough information to really point our fingers. And I know Mag wants to hang somebody. We don't have the information to do that right now. We got to do some investigating, Mag, right? So let's do some investigating. We got 3 days to think about this, and then we'll be back on Tuesday night. And we'll hit up a little bit about this on Tuesday, I'm sure. But for the most part, it is what it is. Awesome night for gamers. Yeah. And if it's not Aaron Greenberg, then you know what? Phil Spencer and everyone at Xbox, man, they brought the common back.
So safe to say, guys, we got one comic for you for Tuesday night then. Catch you all later. Have a great night, guys. Be safe. Have fun. And Xbox, woo!